What is on the other side of the forest? When a person stands on a hill looking over the treetops of a forest, the last thing that person usually thinks about is what is on the other side of this forest. Your eyes have already convinced you this forest goes on forever. Most of the time, you don't even think about it, but every forest comes to an end. In many places, you can find such a forest that has a road driving through it. But most people would not even consider driving into the unknown unless they had a reason. For example, they were one of the few who lived back there. Others may wind up taking this road to nowhere because they simply got lost. Today, we're going to go on a journey down one of those roads through one of those forests to see what we find on the other side. The wind howled a mournful song through the skeletal branches of the Alaskan spruce, mirroring the hunger gnawing at the bellies of the 5 young wolves. Their pack, barely a year in existence, was still finding its feet, or rather its paws, in the unforgiving wilderness of remote Alaska. Leading them was a large gray wolf, Aska, her scars a testament to past battles. Beside her, her brother, Silas, kept a watchful eye on the 3 younger siblings, Runa, a quick and agile female, Borin, a powerful but clumsy male, and Nika, the smallest, ever cautious. Their territory, a vast expanse of snow-covered tundra, was constantly threatened. The Butte Wolf Pack, a formidable force of 21 wolves, lurked to the east, their scent a constant reminder of the precariousness of their situation. To the north, the Nenana Pack, though smaller at 14, were relentless scavengers, willing to raid any territory they could claim. The constant threat of encroachment forced them to be eternally vigilant, their noses to the wind, their ears twitching at every rustle and snap. Even the distant rumble of a snowmobile sent shivers of fear through their young hearts. The memory of a lost pup to a hunter's snare still haunted Aska. Their struggle for survival was constant, a grim ballet played out under the unforgiving Alaskan sky. The meager scraps of deer and rabbit they managed to hunt were barely enough to sustain them as winter loomed. 。 Days bled into weeks, marked only by the relentless pursuit of food and the ever-present threat of other packs. Their hunting skills sharpened, their teamwork improved, driven by the harsh realities of survival. One chilling morning, a scouting party smelled the intrusion of the Nanana pack, their bold scent close to their den. A tense standoff ensued. A silent battle of wills played out across the forest. Silas, with his incredible speed, was nearly caught as he chased a snowshoe hare too close to the enemy's territory. But Aska's powerful howl and a swift intervention by Boren drove the intruders back, but not without a warning growl, signaling a potential escalation of conflict in the future. The 5 wolves retreated, exhausted but unharmed, their hunger more acute than ever. Soon afterwards, Aska's keen instinct sensed a larger threat: human presence. A faint smell of wood smoke and engine oil hung in the air, signaling the unwelcome approach of hunters. The pack knew they had to move, to find a new, safer den before the humans tracked them down. The upcoming winter loomed large in their minds, and they had to adapt to survive. The pack's survival was always on the line. Under the cover of a blizzard, the 5 wolves moved their den. They found refuge in a sheltered cave, a precarious but secure haven. The blizzard was a mercy, masking their tracks from potential hunters. The winter proved brutal, pushing the young pack to the very edge of their endurance. The lean months tested their resilience, their bond, pushing them closer than ever before. Aska, on one late evening, observed her siblings, knew that while they were still far from being one of the strongest packs in the area, they were getting stronger and more cunning, their unity forged in the crucible of survival. Their first winter had brought hardships and near misses, but it had also revealed the strength of their familial bond, their resilience, and their innate wildness. They had emerged, battered but not broken, ready to face whatever the unforgiving Alaskan wilderness threw at them, knowing that their survival now depended not only on their cunning, but also on the strength of their pack. The harsh beauty of their existence was evident as the sun set. Painting the snow a vibrant crimson, the wolves huddled together, a small island of resilience in a vast, unforgiving sea of white. There will always be something different at the end of every forest. You may run into an impassable lake or river. You may run into a wall of a mountain. But what's important to remember is whatever you find at the end of any forest is something very few people have seen themselves. So the next time you're driving past that side road leading deep into the forest that you've always ignored, consider making a turn onto that road and taking a journey of your own into the unknown that may very well lead you to that pot of gold.